Something that I'm proud of achieving this year, I think it's sticking with discipline inside of my life plans, especially now that I'm going to university. It's important to have a plan and stick to it and achieve all your goals. So I think I'm proud of that, of achieving all my goals of this year.
I think something I gained this semester would probably be my discipline and my way to solve problems, because I encountered a lot of challenges this semester, and I think my discipline got me through all of those. Also, I think I became smarter or wiser. I don't know how that worked, but I don't know, just that I feel like I've been getting smarter ever since I started high school.
Being chosen for Emma's Monarch Effect project. Yeah. Supongo.
Pues digamos que es un poquito una pregunta medio difícil, pero yo creo que confiar en mí misma. La verdad, yo siempre había tenido dudas de si era lo suficientemente buena, si iba a lograr lo que yo siempre quise, y me di cuenta que hay personas que sí luchan por mí y sí dan dan de ellos por mí, y me doy cuenta que sí lo puedo lograr y que sí lo voy a lograr, y aunque me pone muy nerviosa el futuro, yo sé que voy a ser alguien, y eso me pone muy contenta.
Yo creo que sería confiar más en mí, porque a veces no lo hago y pues al final sí puedo.
I stopped being afraid of future. Before this program, I was very worried about what was I going to do after I get out of school, and what was I going to study, and if I'm going to be someone successful or a failure to humanity. But with these lessons, I start comprehending that it doesn't matter whatever I do, I will stop growing, and that's impossible to stop. I will grow, I will become an adult, and I started thinking that I must prepare myself, and that everything that I do will be okay, that every decision I do, it will be okay, and everything is going to be fine.
For me, it would have to be communication for sure. I remember that last year, at the beginning of the year, I used to be very shy when it came to presenting things. Even if it was a simple group project at school that required public speaking. And I noticed as throughout the program and throughout the year, I started taking more challenging courses related to literacy, debate, and stuff that challenged me and required public speaking. And I noticed that I actually started getting better at it. I started winning the competitions, and I started getting invested in it. I actually started enjoying it. So now whenever I have a presentation or I have to communicate something I like or a subject, I actually get excited instead of getting nervous, which I believe is a huge growth, given that communication is an essential part of life, no matter the major I'm going to choose. So I'm very grateful that I was able to learn this skill.
Para mí fue organizar muchos eventos en la escuela y toda mi graduación, la fiesta de graduación, porque siento que en el pasado no es algo que yo hubiera hecho, pero que me lo propuse desde empezando este año escolar, y que fue algo que he logrado cumplir y que estoy muy orgullosa de eso, y que ya dentro de pocos días, al ver toda la graduación, podré ver todo el trabajo que he realizado hacerse realidad y estoy muy feliz.
Pues lo que me sorprendió mucho este año fue que logré tener una beca en el extranjero que no me hubiera imaginado, porque sí sé que en Europa era muy difícil, y también que pues todo el apoyo que me han dado la fundación, como mis papás y todo. Entonces siento que por más que muchos se te vea complicado el llegar a un lugar extranjero y eso, pues no te limites y sigue soñando en alto.
Y este último año y semestre, más que nada, creo que me di cuenta que durante etapas escolares, sociales y demás, hemos tenido como personas, como alumnos y demás, que hemos tenido momentos donde nos presionamos mucho, y creo que me probé a mí misma que no necesitas ser perfecto, que está bien equivocarte, que está bien intentarlo y saber que a veces te vas a equivocar y que lo puedes seguir intentando, pero que lo más importante es seguir intentando, y que a pesar que tengas tus dudas y así, tienes que confiar en ti, escucharte a ti mismo y saber que tu camino es lo que tú quieras y que tienes que seguir a tu corazón, escucharte para lograr como tus metas.
So I am finishing my second year of high school. And I have to stop putting off the choice of what university I want to study in. And it's a question that I don't like making myself, but I know I have to do it. And I think I know what I want to study, finally. And Monarch kind of helped me with that a lot, because it kind of gave me the space to start thinking about it and being more comfortable without the question of university, even though it's something that's kind of scary. And I'm starting to feel more comfortable in that aspect of it, and I am proud of who I've become this past year, and all the changes and all the doubts and all the questions that have come because of the foundation, that I've been able to make myself to choose what it is I want to study and where I want to study and how I want to do it. So
I think I'm more confident about my ability to be alone and do things on my own, because before, the thought of going to another city, let alone another state, was frightening. I didn't think I could manage myself on my own. I didn't think I could do stuff on my own, because I've always been, I was the first daughter, first niece, first granddaughter, so I was always really accompanied and helped by all my family. But this year, one of my resolutions for New Year's was to learn to manage myself, learn to do my stuff on my own. It's okay to ask for help, but I'm stepping into a stage where I need to manage myself. I need to do stuff on my own. So I'm really confident about the stuff that I've accomplished on my own without asking for help from my parents, I've done all my life. I've done countless of projects, countless of things that I wanted to do on my own. So I'm really confident about that now, and I feel at peace about that I'm going away. It used to really frighten me, but now I think I'm ready to do everything on my own, my chores, my time, my school, and yeah.
I think my self-improve is something I'm taking really seriously now. It has really helped me to get into a more safe space with myself, and also to get more relieved in stuff like my day-to-day life, my homework, my personal life, and everything that has involved for me to live in a safe place. I think that's something that I've been taking really seriously right now.
Well, it may sound cliche, but everything, and not only the things I did myself, but other people around me. But if I had to choose something in specific, maybe the way that I decided to participate in more events. Before, I wasn't sure about putting more time in other things because I thought I wouldn't do it correctly. But now, I think I have the power and abilities to do a lot of more things that I first think of.
I thought that finishing high school and leaving for college was going to be really easy for me because I was just really ready to leave. But now that I'm living this moment, I'm just so nostalgic, and it's really challenging for me just to getting used to the fact that I'm not going to see my friends every day and not going to see my generation in the halfways of my school. And I'm just trying to appreciate all the small things that I'm having in my school, like the things that a lot of people say, like, oh, I'm just so bored of this. I'm trying to enjoy them because it's the last things that we're going to do as a generation. So I think that is going to be something really challenging for me, to just live and be alone with not seeing my friends and family.
Bueno, yo creo que ese momento fue cuando me llegó pues el mensaje, la llamada de que en la Universidad Anáhuac me iban a becar del 90%. Yo creo que ese fue un momento, pues yo creo que de los momentos más bonitos que me han pasado, y fue el momento en el que yo sentí que todo pues el esfuerzo que había estado haciendo años pasados por fin había valido la pena. Entonces creo que ese es, I think that's my biggest time really doing this moment.
So for me, this was realizing that when I go to college, I'm going to have to be all on my own, and I'm going to have to do everything by myself. It's going to be real life, and I'm going to have to really put in all my effort to do it right.
I think what was hardest for me this year was letting go of so many activities. I was doing soccer, surf, and then my last year of high school. So it was just a lot, and I had to take a break from some stuff. So realizing that I couldn't handle maybe everything at once was a great change that really helped me throughout the year, and that made me kind of focus better on the things that I was doing.
Well, mainly analyzing and understanding that I'm starting a new stage of my life, and that this made me feel everything in depth, and analyzing the fact that I'm growing and moving and leaving things behind, make me to live everything in present and feel everything, and feel everything, though sometimes it's a bad day or a good day, and being the main character of my own story.
I think something I know now is how journaling can help you understand yourself better, and it can also help you organize your mind in ways you wouldn't be able to, because in a way, even if you're writing or you're listening to music, I feel you really get to understand yourself better, and then you can understand why you had a bad day, or find something new that makes you happy. And I feel that I got better at it this year with Monarch. We worked on it in the Emma, and I just feel it's something I've gotten used to do in my everyday life.
Even though the answer might seem childish, I believe that the answer would be basketball practice, because it showed me more discipline that I had ever had in the few years that I've been practicing, and this also helped me out a lot while doing our exams and curricular activities.
this is like kind of tricky with me because I don't like to think that something is hard. I just try to think that I need to put more effort into it. So one thing that really made me think and put some effort, or I thought I would be, was applying to universities. At first it wasn't that big of a deal, but then I really had to start putting some time and effort while investigating, researching, and feeling all the things that you need to do before actually doing something by yourself. And when it comes time like to do the essays, write, or do some videos that I have to do, I didn't expect it to be that easy. I just sat down and then I just focused and relaxed, took a big breath, and my hands or my pencil just started writing, and that was really relaxing to me as well because I didn't expect that to happen. So yeah, that was something that I thought would be hard or would make me put some effort, but at the end it wasn't that much.
I think this semester is still teaching me. I don't think that I'm done learning. And as much as I don't like it, I think the biggest lesson is the fact that learning and growing isn't linear. You'll keep moving forward, you'll feel like you're going backwards, you feel like you don't know anything, you feel like you do know everything. It's a mess, and it's kind of confusing and weird, but it is something that we all have to go through. Nobody is perfect, and there is no way to be perfect.
Y la verdad creo que son bastante cosas porque como es mi último semestre, siento que es el momento donde cambias más aunque no te das cuenta, porque van pasando tantas cosas en tu vida que todo va cambiando en ti y ni siquiera te das cuenta del momento. Siento que lo que más ha cambiado en mí es el hecho de que aunque yo desde un inicio ya tenía un camino fijo por seguir, este semestre se fijó más y fue recalcado más en mí porque entendí que debo ver más allá del futuro. O sea, aunque esté preparada y me mentalice para todo lo que viene, tengo que visualizar mucho más allá porque nunca sabes qué puede llegar a pasar.